Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. I am, as always, your host, the last of the Wright brothers. Imagine that one as sort of a in a world. I am the last Wright brother, and it's like a plain drama, not like a plane. Anyway, how you doing? It's 3 a.m. Friday night, September 4th, September 3rd, I guess. Yeah. Time, how does it work? I feel like I've probably talked about the concept of explaining what time it is maybe 5 or 6 times over the course of doing YouTube, but you know, I for one am a the day doesn't end until you go to bed type. So right now it's Friday late night. For some people you may consider this early Saturday morning, but that's well, for me that's 1 p.m. Huh. Based on the time system that I consider, there's never morning. It's never morning because Saturday I wake up in the afternoon. Okay, never mind. Moving on. Uh, just having a moment there. How you doing? I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. Doing well. Even Superman's doing good. I am. I'm good. I did not stream. Just got done hanging out with some friends on Discord. You know, the usual Friday, Saturday night. Me and the boys playing video games together. But it is late. Everyone has gone to bed because, you know, many people do not live on the old 5 to 1 sleep cycle like I do. Yeah, we're doing this today. I don't know why I was feeling like I was picking the wrong champion. I was thinking about my champion in the last round. I was like, Dante? No. It's weird to think about because all I did is move my sleep schedule forward like 4 hours. It's not that big of a deal. Because I used to sleep 1 to 10, and 10 a.m. is a perfectly reasonable time to get up, I feel like. Maybe a little late. 9 a.m., 10 a.m. Anyway, I'll stop talking about time now. Time sucks. Stop letting it control you. Fuck you, time. Rise up. Anyway, for today's question, I will pose to you, what's your favorite genre of video game? I was gonna do a horror themed question because it's getting to be fall, but I'm gonna save that for closer to Halloween because I'm trying to be more accepting of Halloween times. You know, I'm a very anti-Halloween person, but I think when I was a teenager, I was just mad. I don't know why I was so mad. I was real mad as a teenager. I'm less mad now, hopefully. But what's your favorite genre? I was thinking about this one a little bit before I started as well, because it's a hard question for a genre of video game. We'll do genre of movie tomorrow if you want. But like genre of video game, I really don't know. If you consider roguelike, that covers a lot of things. That covers everything from Isaac to this game, kinda. I think I would say RPGs, because then you get MMOs and you get things like Skyrim, which pretty good. Not a big shooter player, so like FPS is not for me. Strategy games, then you gotta differentiate, right? Because it's like real-time strategy, turn-based strategy. You gotta get a little more specific than that. Yeah, I think I would go RPGs, but then if I'm gonna make you be more specific, I'm gonna be more specific. I have to be. But probably I would go with I think I would go with MMOs. But that's just because I'm playing Final Fantasy 14 right now, honestly. I don't know. I didn't think that I would get to this point where I have to re-specify, so I'm not ready to answer. I'll give you a better answer tomorrow. Let's get rolling. It's 4 minutes. Let me know. Let me know what you come up with. You can answer this question with whatever parameters you want. I'm not picky. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let's roll. Awoken Stygian. No Formless Child today. Formless Child? Is that their name? I think it's Formless Child. Pushback Talus, Curse Fell, Chase Sarah, Fine Grasp, Ice Tornado, and Snare. Extremely good starting cards. I cannot overstate. This is what I like to see in starting cards for a clan combo like this, especially. You got 2 free cards, which are just going to act as easy enhancers to whatever we're doing, and Snare is just a net positive always. And then Ice Tornado, which is great early game. This card will take us through the early game, and the other 2 cards don't hurt us much at all. Ensnare is the card that I feel like should get nerfed. If I were to, I tend to not want to weigh in on balance. I'll take Cleansing Water here. I tend to not weigh in on balance because the developers have their own vision for the video game. But like you could take this card to 1 cost. So here's the deal. Bristling, let me look ahead. We're likely to play... It's an interesting setup, right? So I only see 1 Awoken banner. Look ahead as well for the temples. I'm a little more dialed here, I feel like, in terms of planning. But this is an important choice because if you take Bristling, you cut off Shattered Shell. And is that enough to push me away from picking this unit? Not necessarily, because it's good in the other option. Yeah, okay, here's my thinking. It's good in the other option, and if I play Shattered Shell, I can just not play the Sentient. We can grab Cultivate and throw her on a different floor or something. With Ice Tornado, I could maybe take the boons. I actually think I will. We have Ice Tornado, which should make the start fine. I know the Sentient's usually a little weaker, but Ice Tornado is really good. Armor 10 here, also frightening. Like, this is very aggressive, and I'm putting a lot of faith in Ice Tornado. The game plan here is to let this Apprentice of Light walk, and we're gonna play top 4. We have to ration our Ice Tornadoes. I need 1 Ice Tornado. So I will Ice Tornado this floor, and then I will Ice Tornado the boss. That is the strat here. The boss, because I need to knock out the 5-1 behind him. Because he's a 5-10, actually. Ooh, you can also... I have to draw Frozen Lance, right? There's no world where I don't draw Frozen Lance. Oh, so I can kill the little goon... Hang on. Because if I... Vine Grasp... Okay, so the little goon 100% dies. I can go for the Apprentice of Light up here, right? It's guaranteed. He has to die. If that misses, he takes 10 and dies. So, no matter what, it's fine. And then I pull this enemy to the front. I ensnare the guy behind the boss. Hey, nice lifesteal. I have to Ice Tornado. That's my mistake. Right, so I will take 3 for the trial. Well, not necessarily 3, because the boss has 6 damage and we have to deal with that as well. But I have Ensnare as my next card, so I ensnare the goon. The goober, if you will. Heal my Sentient up. I'm going to take some damage from chains, actually, looking at it. I do 15 per round. He's going to kill me in 5-6 rounds. I'll just end my turn. Chains will probably hit me for 12-ish. Wait. Plus 60 puts me at 140. So it's definitely correct to Ice Tornado here. Thank you, Ice Tornado. Great redraw. And I will take a total of 12 damage on the combat, which is great. I did a lot of planning and making sure there that I was making my correct choices, and we got away with 12 damage for taking 100 gold and a unit draft, which is huge. Very nice. Razor Sharp Edge, great card. I will play Crystallis here. I think Crystallis is slightly better than Crypt Builder. Shattered Shell. Okay. So you could also take Animus of Will here. That is worth considering. Because if we play... Yeah, actually I'll take Animus of Will. Big move here, because this is a little more open. I think Animus of Will sat behind Awoken Hollow with Spike Sentient is better as a line. It is Spike Sentient into Chase Seraph, something I didn't really consider. Huskar Med Animus of Will. I just take another Animus of Will here. Yeah. Take another one of these is fine. Use it as an infusion, most likely. My Animus is just going to take a plus 25 here. And... can roll for multi-strike. The problem here right now is if I miss Awoken Hollow. But then again, if I can put a Siren Essence onto this, it's probably fine. You go other way. Let me reroll. I will take a look. What do you got? Incan Armor 2 is interesting. For the Animus of Will, you just give her a bunch of survivability. Hope for the best. I don't think you need the survivability though. Okay, you know what I'll do? Nah, I'm gonna put Battlestone down, but that seems bad. So, Look ahead. I'm gonna grab a look ahead. Going to 25 here is a little scary, but I'm gonna do an Extreme Stone Ice Tornado. This card really does a lot. And we'll see how it goes. Like, we have to spend most of our time here considering what we do. I have Cleansing Water, so I'm going to take the Mark of Invasion. Around half of these I would expect to lose their rage. None of the first ones lost it, which is tough, but alright. This is the worst Animus. I'm gonna root one of these goons so that I'm saying goons a lot. I don't know where it's coming from. I'd like to say. Yeah, killing this guy's rage is good. He only does 3. 5 hits, 1 hits. So 3, 3, 5. Oh, you can kill 2 of them. That's good. Good thing I looked at that. We got Animus of Will to help us along. I'm gonna go ahead and Vine Grasp the haste down so that I can help my Sentient live longer. Give myself an extra round. Could have played Train Steward down there maybe as well. We just gotta restore back up. Kill the scary enemies. As long as I draw Razor Sharp Edge, which I do, I have to. Would have been nice to kill the 1/1, but I think I have to play the Razor Sharp there. And we have the 150 damage Ice Tornado coming up as well. Don't forget. I did make that card. That is why we're weaker right now. She kills herself on those spikes. Ooh, buddy. Alright. No unit draft there, which is a little worse for where you can go Restoration, Detonation. So a good card. I think it's better than Awake. Yeah. Flash Freeze is decent if I'm worried about Talos. Am I worried about Talos? Not really. I don't think I need to take any of these. I could take another Crystallis, but I'm alright. I will go... I'll go left, right? In my ideal world, we see an Awoken Hollow. If that's not the case, I should leave myself prepared. Get shot, magic shot. And I should prepare by looking for a Siren. Because here's what can happen right now. We can beat Talos and the unit draft can be no Hollow, no Siren. Because we can't play Nameless Siren either. Because it's Chase Seraph and we'll get rolled. I'm going to go right. Forever Flame is good. Conscription Notice locks in Talos for us though. I'm going to grab this. Relic does some good things for you occasionally. Oh, 1 sec. Pardon the cough. ×5 on this Ice Tornado is pretty tempting. That card does a ton. This card does a lot right here. ×5 is a little much. I can't be playing it every turn. I mean, maybe I could take energy and then just play it every turn. Huh. It does do a lot. Realistically, I should probably go 1 Razor Sharp. ×5 Ice Tornado is a little too much, I think. It's a little over the top. ×1 Ice Tornado might have been right as well. If it cost, if I put -1 on that Ice Tornado somehow, I would have gone for that. Yeah, I don't want any more pack shards though. 25 is as much as I'd like to take. We'll see. It is pushed back Talos. Oh, I do need to remember that. Sentient lands top 4. We get a very nice armor shark here. He will go in front. Yep, and then he'll get moved back. Ideally, Talos goes top 1 time and Armor Shark is pushed to the back and then Sentience in front, but if that's not the case, fine too. He will go top 1 time only. Good. I'll just ensnare her for the draw. She should only go up here 1 time anyway. And the shark will just chill. He contributes a decent amount of damage to the floor. It's not crazy that he, like, I'd prefer him in front of the Animus, right? But you can't do that here. You shouldn't come up here anyway. I gotta shut up. I can do something like that. So the longer I sit on these ice tornadoes, the better it is. Although I do want to play the big one before the reshuffle, so I will do that actually. Should have played Vinegrass, didn't even think about it. Oh, I could have Vinegrass my boy to the front. I didn't even think about that. I could Vinegrass my shark to the front. I will do that if I see it again. That is something that just completely slipped my mind here. If I miss because if I lose because of it, that's a real shame, and I will do it all again. Animus is strong enough that I don't need it. Yeah, it is, but that's better. The Animus is only strong enough because I do Razor Sharp too, worth mentioning. Razor Sharp represents 20 extra damage there, which is a lot. Unleash is pretty good. Full heal the floor is solid. It's good for Awoken Hollow if I see him here. You see, this is the sort of thing I was trying to insulate myself against. This is a nightmare bat pack. This is just real bad. That's Kermit Siliphite. Animus' speed is rough. Rough. I'm glad I didn't play Shattered Shell, because Shattered Shell would be even worse in this position. I don't know what the hell I'd do with Shattered Shell, no hollow in front. Well, I will skip this. I'm not going to take speed there. I want to take draw, but I need to take energy. Curse fell as well. I need to take energy. I'm going to go left. The Steel Shop does not offer me anything particularly interesting for my 2 Animus of Will. So I'm going to go left and we're going to hope for the best here. The best is Awoken Hollow. Hold over -1 plus 10. Alright, run save. Thank you, Awoken Hollow. Really, my man. Ooh, buddy, my man. I was starting to sweat a little bit there, brother. Duplicate here, self-infuse here. We have Animus of Will, self-infuse here. Ooh, I was starting to sweat a touch. Alright, so I don't need to hold over Razor Sharp Edge anymore. I can hold over, and I will hold over... I'll hold over Unleash. You could do Restoration Detonation as well, but I'll do Unleash. And I will go... Just hold over -1 is fine. It's hard, probably might even be overkill to hold over -1 Unleash. It covers everything. Like, I will never need to worry for my death. Founding Seal, fuck you. I don't think I saw anything that this could work with. A +3 on magic power is decent here. We have a lot of, like, every spell in the deck benefits from it almost. Hammer Chestplates is also fine. +5 HP is fine. I'm gonna go +3 magic power though. So I wanted to think about this, right? Cultivating Sentient is not the worst pickup here for the +1 draw. Spikes 10 and Spikes 20 are extremely similar numbers. I think the problem is that she doesn't have a lot of health, but I have Holdover Unleash. I'm gonna try this. I want to try grabbing Cultivating here for the +1 draw. My bad. Where did I want to go? Oh, no, I did want to go here. I wanted to make 2 removals happen. Grab the Train Stewards. Like, I can just alternate where I put my healing card every round and keep the Sentient alive, and that's just a draw relic. My champion just became a draw relic that kills 10 health backlines. The problem is obviously it won't kill 25 health backlines now, but is that a problem? I'm not sure. Hey, Shattered Shot. I'm in. You could also consider putting Awoken Hollow Infusion. Awoken Hollow Infusion on Animus. I think it's real bad, but it's worth at least mentioning. I have no chance. I mean, this run feels extremely over now. Something has to go pretty wrong. I have to get blindsided by something here because I feel extremely powerful. I have everything that I really need. My bases are all covered. But you never know, to be fair. Monstertrain has a way of doing it to you where you just get snuck up on and then drop. I'll remain vigilant, but I like to spend this time in runs talking about what can kill me. And the reason for that is because I have dropped over the course of this series some runs that looked unlosable. And so I like to stop and think about what I could lose to try and make sure that I don't lose to it, right? But the thing that can catch me right now is definitely that my Animus of Will on the top floor is a slow scale. That is what is going to be our stopping point. But she's going to have 4 multi and +4 every heal, and I'm going to shape the deck towards that. I don't have to worry about Chase Seraph doing anything weird to me. Invigorating Solution is fine. Could take Focus Growth as well there. Ice Storm. I'm okay. Like, from this position, I have all the defensive options. I need to make sure that I just tone in. Yeah, sure. I need to hone in on healing plus Razor Sharp right now. And really, yeah, it should be alright, because all we need to do is remove Frozen Lances and go. I can make a case for going left and grabbing the Magic Shop, but I'm alright. We did pick up Rules of Containment as well. Hey, Petrified Crucible fixes my Sentient doesn't kill 25 health enemies now? Sure. Why not? That does seem good, actually. And I need to do Animus of Will into Animus of Will here. She is now a 0×4, which is fine. And let's ride. I have to go a little higher on pack shards than I typically like to, but it'll be alright. I will give respect here. Remember like 3 weeks ago when I was just sending it on trials nonstop? Like I would have clicked that, no second thoughts, a little while back. I don't know what came over me in that time. Yeah, the extra, I was thinking about Tempered Talisman because it more than doubles restores healing. I guess you could argue it just doubles it when you take into account the regen, but I don't think it's a great argument. But it's good. I thought it wouldn't be good because Unleash, but until I draw Unleash, it's real nice. And it also, Unleash, nah, it's good like this. It's good, it's good. Give the voice a little rest here. I haven't been talking as much today, so I don't need it super bad, but still nice to do. It can sneak up on you. Content creation. It'll really, like, it will. I don't know if perhaps you have thought about it in the past, but if you haven't, just, I don't know, it's weird to say, but like, just try talking over everything that you do for like an hour. Or don't, you know, I don't control you, but it was something that I always, I have the sort of monologue in my head going all the time, which is why I think it's easy for me to commentate over things like this. I'm filling here, if you can't tell. I'm killing for time because there is not much to say about the position we're in right now. But yeah, it really sneaks up on you. You're just sitting there, and then all of a sudden, especially now that I've been doing this for so long, all of a sudden I'm 30 minutes into a run, and my throat's starting to feel a little strained. And Graft is a no-brainer take here. It does everything we want, and it's free. Like, the card's completely free. And I do not want to take Crystalline Seeds. Dear Mega Crit, Crystalline Seeds, please help it. Well, I do have to take this Duplicate. I could wait until here, but I would rather take the Duplicate now. The Steel Shop and removals are nice as well, though. Maybe I could have gone without the Awoken Hollow Self-Infused for Combat 7. I definitely could have. I should have gone right. That's okay. And we go Divine Boons. We're at 75. I Self-Infuse here. We're at 100. I do need to remember to take space at the end of this combat. This was part of the reason I wanted to grab Cultivating Sentient, is because taking energy and hitting Awoken Hollow leads me to not having the space I would need, but I can just play around it. You know what I need to ask Dusk? Hey Dusk, if I didn't send you a message about this already, and you are, in fact, hearing this, is Curse Spell supposed to give you one less draw on turn 1? I'm assuming yes, but it seems so weird to me. An unspoken rule of this game is that Curse Spell gives you one less draw on Combat 1. It always strikes me. Every time I see it happen too, I just go, huh, that's right, that happens. Yeah, definitely what we have to worry about in this run is quadru or triple heavies. That will be the decider of the run. And we meet the challenge. With the Ice Tornado, it will really take a big chunk out of that question. Does a lot for us in that regard. Or the Spell Shield for when she inevitably eats Ice Tornado hits. And I should look at my... Yeah, I shouldn't let my Sentient either. I should have looked down there and given her the heal. It's not great because I have to do something about that now, but... Let's do this. Don't mind. That's my favorite thing about this style of run, is that I can just clear entire floors and I don't lose anything. And it's so freeing to be able to just wipe out that floor and be in the same position as if I didn't. My scaling being independent of the enemy deaths feels very nice. One thing I did notice that could help me out here is I did not have regen ticking on my holo. I've skipped like 3 awakes now, but awake would be nice to help stack that regen up. Or I can just remove cards and get there in the same regard. You die, right? No, it's a little slow. But I tell ya, touch slower than you'd like to see. What's better here? It's definitely better to play the restore, right? 100 times 4 is worth... I mean, it's worth +4 on my unit. 1632. Yeah, I'm gonna get a little smacked around here. Spell's gonna get me good. It's actually worth more for the Ice Tornado. And take, am I dead? No, I take 3 hits, right? Yeah, 2 HP. Close. And that's what the run is worth being concerned about. Should have kept my Sentient alive. That was my bad. I was autopiloting a bit. We will return to Deja Vu. Return to keeping it real here. Keeping our eyes peeled. It'll look a little bit better once I have 2 +25s on the Awoken Hollow and an Infusion. It's 75 health. Not a whole lot. I am going to 100 here, but it'll be alright. Could save myself, what, 36 damage if I had thought about it and like done the math and all that. Worth doing, but I ain't doing that shit. Can you get 5x on the Animus of Will? That'll help her scale up. What you got for me? Yeah, I don't really care about Awoken's Rail Spike. I know people like to say to me, hey, you should pick Awoken's Rail Spike, right? You have energy, you need draw. But like, usually the cards in my hand are worth playing. I'm gonna take it here because it's a card that I think is extremely low impact. Unless you really need to cycle your deck to draw into something as fast as possible, the card usually just doesn't do much. 90 health on the Sentient is rough, but I'll take 20 spikes. I'd like to get more higher health, which leads me to believe I should go right in the coming shop selection. Let me go to the fight. Spell Shield would be nice. Heaven's Seal is way too risky. I can probably get away with Heaven's Seal, but I'm not willing to bet at all. I'm just not willing. Hey, Shattered Shell. He is bad to play here. I would like to be able to play my units next turn. I don't want to take Ember Drain to play that Shattered Shell. Shattered Shell and Conscription Notice as a whole has fallen off a bit, as you can probably imagine. Giving +4/+4 to the Sentient ever, or the 5x Animus of Will. Basically, we have Brawler Prince on our top floor. Actually, we do just have Brawler Prince on our top floor, huh? Not even basically. It's just better than Brawler Prince, really. Don't tell him I said that. Yeah, you can tell him I said that. It's alright. He knows. Thank you, Root. Very cool. Almost worth more to play the Restoration Detonation. The Ember Drain is hurting me quite a bit. I am not going to be healing the Sentient anytime soon. And play Ice Tornado and see where we land. Thanks, Ice Tornado. Good job. Oh, this guy at the front. The big Steel Wings lost his spikes thanks to cleansing water. So, I don't have to worry about him. He can just die. Yeah, losing 3 energy every round? Not very cool. Very uncool. Don't like it. Just don't really heal enough, right? That's our problem. I need to be healing more. Maybe I do go left. I could also duplicate Restore. I'll think about it a little more in depth when we get in the next one. And this is just usually what happens to Rail Spike. It ends up being a dead card for me like this. I do want to play these out to see where we land. We land at like 500-ish damage, 600-ish. Hey, I said I'd like Awake. I will take Awake. Thank you. I don't need any cards that don't heal right now. This is a big choice to make here on left or right. Making our current healing cards better or healing and adding another healing card. I think it's better to go left. The Pyre Health wants me to make me go right, but I think it is better to go left. A holdover is huge here. -1 is pretty good. Look, is there a value stone in here? Okay, there's not a value stone. If there were a value stone in here, I would want to leave Awake without a -1 and consider value stone holdover, but no value stone, I'm uninterested. I'm gonna reroll this. Let me purge a Frozen Lance with a Consume here. Let me reroll. Okay, remove Consume. Take Awake to 1 cost. Go look at the trinket shop as well. Let's get an extra upgrade slot, doesn't do much. Cut out the rest of Frozen Lance. I think I can purge Crystallis pretty comfortably as well. I can buy 2 removals. 300 for 2. I can reroll in case anything's really good here. Practice Plating is nice. I think it's worth it to buy that and 1 removal. 72 HP just feels a lot better. And I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of Crystallis. Actually, Crystallis is pretty good. Could cut Vine Grasp instead. It's a tough choice. I think Crystallis is worse than 2 healing cards, and I'm just gonna get to the point where I'm playing 2 or 3 healing cards per turn. 100 of 100. Check. Money spent. Check. Chase Seraph. Check. Thankfully, this is not a particularly high damage output combat because our Sentient will get clobbered. Our Sentient does get clapped here. Very quickly. 0. Don't play Animus. The speed, same reason. There's going to be Ember Drain, and I don't want to give the Ember Drain over. No heal. Sentient dies. Sentient dies may be good because I can avoid this Ember Drain completely. I have Ember Drain on myself right now. I lose a card draw. I have Ember Drain on me, so I'm going to save Invigorating Solution because of that. I'm not going to be able to play full capacity anyway. Yeah, like I'm not losing out on much here. Care about the Awoken Hollow's health? I'm going to use... Actually, he will purge that Light Wings. What's coming up? Okay. It matters a lot where I put this Vine Grasp. I think it's best... I think it's best to do something like this, actually. This is maybe a little spicy, but splitting the heavies here is maybe going to be the play. Oh, wow. This guy dies. I know I stacked up triple heavies, but I can combat them pretty easily now. Little ice tornado action. Okay. That's unexpected, but alright. And I missed playing Razor Sharp, but that's alright as well. You're dead. Just straight up, Seraph abandoned you. Alright. Yeah, that Ember Drain hurts. Maybe I should have tried to stop it. Hey, I get hit for 15. The guy lived at 1. Fame. Yeah. Other part of the idea of stacking the heavies like this is, well, one of the parts of the ideas was that I would have the capacity to kill the floor, which I don't quite. No, Ice Tornado, because I really don't want to take another 15 here. Wow, that was completely worthless. And I wanted it to hit... I guess it actually had to hit twice front, so it was completely worthless no matter what I did. I think I'm going to lose this to the Ember Drain, which is crazy. I'm really getting clapped by this Ember Drain, though. Ooh, buddy. Let me tell you what. That do it to 6? Am I dead here? No. I am not scaling as fast as I need to, though. That is the problem that I said we would face, and it is the problem that we face. And it's not my own, it's not really my fault. I am just getting crushed by Ember Drain right now. Absolutely slapped around by it. I'm gonna get slapped around by it one more time. I don't think we win this. I don't think this is enough. Although it is 100 health on the Animus. How much do you do? 14 by 3? Gonna be an interesting one. Put it that way. Killing this enemy means a lot. As much as I would like to play Awake here, ooh, it's a tough call. Alright, do I kill this enemy or do I let it go to Frost? I'm gonna let it go to the Frost. Rail Spike continues to be unplayed. I just need to play it for 0 when I draw it. Holding it is wrong. I can draw a Vine Grasp there and kill this guy. Did not do so. Alright, Ice Tornado, don't fuck me here. Buddy. I still die. Interesting. Interesting. I wonder if I replay this. I don't really feel like I made any major mistakes. I think that this is a run-wide error. Yeah. Like, ultimately, what I would change about this run is the holdover -1 unleash. But, yeah, I think I needed to go Razor Sharp Edge, which is easy to say in hindsight when I noticed that I lose because I didn't scale fast enough. But, you know. It's just, I should scale fast enough, but I'm getting caught by Chase Seraph clearing my regen and Ember Drain just cutting me down quite a bit. I probably lost about 4 or 5 of my heals to... No, probably more than that, actually. Probably lost about 20 in stats to the Animus of Will. I'm just gonna let it die. It's alright. Okay. A shame. I was off by 14 HP. Like, 100%. I lost that to just crazy amounts of Ember Drain, right? I don't know what you do about that, though. Like, really, what do you do about that? I don't know. I mean, it comes down to the Unleash, right? I needed to do Razor Sharp Edge instead. Easy to say in hindsight. At the time, it seemed pretty good to go Unleash, but now it's obvious, because keeping the Sentient alive didn't matter for Chase Seraph. If we get past Seraph there, I still think we have a bit of trouble, but... I don't know, it feels like this run should have been a cakewalk. I'm really surprised that it lost. Like, it feels like we should have crushed this run. I guess in the end, what I should have done is I should have made Restore 0 instead of Awake 1. And I should have gone to one more magic shop and prioritized that. I don't know. Play this one yourself and see what you can do. Not sure why this loses, but it does. Southern Comment Forge. Thanks for watching. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.